2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, and so is the Big Diesel.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A breathtaking view of the New York City skyline as taken from the Empire State Building. We're coming to you live from Manhattan. And as the Suns coming in from out of town on this one, and with tip-off coming up, we've got well, thanks, G8. And what's scary is Porzingis is only going to get better. That kind of fearlessness will help him in the long run. For the two teams tonight, Brent, it's been a rough ride as of late. Everything seems to be working against you. What do you do to try to right the ship, get back on track?
There are sometimes during the seasons, Kevin, where you need to be reminded of what training camp was supposed to represent for your team. So you get 30 games in and 40 games in. Maybe you lose track of what the mantra was for camp and how you wanted to set that foundation. That could be a thing tonight for this team. Remember what training camp was for you. Bring that message to the floor.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Chris and Chandler are up front. Booker and Warren on the perimeter. And it's James in at the point guard position. Here's Warren. And the dunk by Chandler.
Chandler has had some years where you would consider him one of the most elite rebounders in the league. Uses his height that time to snag the board.
And Sessions kicks to Porzingis. Phoenix grabs the miss. We're about 1 minute into the first. Chandler dishes to Warren. On the wing, Booker for the three. And Cantor pulls it down. And the Knicks with possession. 4-point game. Hardaway kicks to Sessions. Porzingis with a screen on James. And a wide open look for Lee. Offensive rebound. And Cantor able to finish.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Cantor is a monster on the offensive glass.
Chandler is screen for three. Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. For New York, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Sessions against James. Sessions, no good.
And 1 for 5 is a tough way to start the game, Kevin. They got to get it going.
Out to the right wing. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So New York will take it the other way. Lee up top. He's covered by Warren. There's a screen by Cantor. Sessions passes to Cantor. Over Chandler. Cantor's shot is off.
Well, shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
Chandler with the screen on Sessions. James dishes to Chandler. Good, and the assist goes to James. Chandler's got his second bucket of the night.
Chandler, good job setting the screen. Defenders hate running into a big target like that, and cleared out some space for his teammate.
Here's Porzingis, and he banks in the layup. Porzingis has got his first basket.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Scoring has never been an issue for Booker, but as he grows into a bigger role, Brent, on this team, you'll want him to do more than just score.
Of course, a remarkable shooter. You'd like his shot selection to get better. But you'll wonder, as this team grows and grows around what Devin Booker has in terms of his potential, where it is that he could go.
There's a screen by Cantor. Hardaway kicks to Cantor. Feeds to Sessions. With the floater. 6 on the shot clock. They double him with Booker. Here's Hardaway, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Well, not a mismatch until you exploit it. That's exactly what he did there from the mid-range.
James with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's the screen, and the layup falls.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Knicks trail by 4. Sessions passes to Porzingis. Cantor against Chandler. Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Hardaway sets a screen for Lee. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Booker. Warren against Lee, and the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
So New York going with almost an entire new group. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Cantor. Doug McDermott comes in for Lee. Baker, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Ntilikina in for Sessions. Here's Ntilikina. James covering. And it goes down 2 points. Ntilikina's got his first bucket of the night.
You know, sometimes there just really isn't a defense for Ntilikina. He does a phenomenal job keeping that high release on his shot when the D is near.
In the corner, it's McDermott. Offensive rebound. Here's Ntilikina. In the corner, it's McDermott. Picked by O'Quinn. Another shot. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Good to see McDermott down in the paint, and then he starts to show off a little bit more touch.
Chandler a screen. James dishes to Chandler. And the dunk by Chandler.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And then uses his explosiveness once he's gathered the rebound to throw it down.
Here's Chris. Porzingis with the block.
Well, you can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Phoenix leading by 5. And Brent, you went up against Hornacek as a player and even defended him a couple times. What was it like playing against Hornacek, the player?
Well, I want you to ask Jeff Hornacek if I defended him, because I thought I did a good job, and sometimes the box score didn't reveal it. But what a tremendous shooter, a great off-ball mover, certainly in that system with John Stockton. And if there was any room, Kevin, that I gave Jeff Hornacek, and trust me, there was plenty of times I did that, he was knocking down jump shots. One of the most efficient players in Jazz history.
The Suns shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And Brent, when some guys slam it home, they treat it like a normal play. Who are some of the guys that use the dunk as a tactic to fire up their teammates?
Well, I think we have some guys who are really spectacular when they finish, Kevin. Certainly anytime Blake Griffin gets to the rim, or DeAndre Jordan, where seemingly his head's up in there and slams it down, it fires up the crowd. But most of the time, it's the little guys that get you going the most. On the fast break, all of a sudden the ball gets to somebody on the wing, and to watch a little guy get up in the air with somebody underneath him and throw it down, that gets everybody off the bench and fired up.
So unexpected, Brent. That's a great point. Pass to O'Quinn. Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, he can score on the inside. He's just so big that there's plenty of room for him to carve out.
51 seconds left in the first. Ulis passes to Dudley. Back to Ulis. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
They get it again. Baker with the bucket. Baker's got his first points in this one.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Now Ulis. He dishes it to Len. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And so the first quarter is in the books. Suns lead by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. That's why I pride myself.
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much, because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
On the court for the Suns, Jared Dudley out there with Jackson. Then it's Ulis. Then it's Alex Len. And it's Daniels in at the 2 spot. Knicks trail by 4. You look at this Suns roster, and the strength is in their backcourt for sure.
Yeah, both Booker and Bledsoe averaging around 20 points or more a game last season. Creating for others, though, on a consistent basis. I think something that backcourt can improve upon. And the Suns were near the bottom in the league in terms of assists as a team last year.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Enes Kanter's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Baker. Ulis kicks to Dudley. To the paint, here's Len, and the dunk by Len.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy. And that was easy. Just like to see the defense get more aggressive. They are asking for trouble as they're giving up open looks to this point.
There's the pick. Out left to the wing. And here's Dudley for 3. And that comes off the assist by Ulis. Dudley's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Beasley outside. There's a screen by Kanter. No good from Beasley.
Now, those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.
Dudley's shot is good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Outside Hardaway. From past the arc. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Kuzminskis.
You can blame some poor defense on that play. Just a total breakdown. Got to at least contest at some point.
Now here's Dudley. Guarded closely. One kicks to Dudley. Inside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, I watched Jared Dudley, and he just doesn't get enough credit for how good he is at shooting the basketball. But one of the things he does so well is he sets himself up. He anticipates the pass, and from all his experience, he knows when he gets into those open spaces that he can find his shot and find his rhythm. That finds results.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Lee comes in for Kuzminskis, and Sessions subbed in for Ntilikina. Here's Sessions. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by James. And Brent, as you said, Dudley, a player who has been around the league for a long time now and always manages to blend himself into a team very well.
Well, Jared Dudley is a professional and a guy that every coach has enjoyed having in his locker room. Understands his role, understands his limitations, still capable of knocking down three-point shots, but teams are happy to always have him as part of what they're doing.
Porzingis is checked in for Michael Beasley. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And again, it's the Knicks missing. James dishes to Booker. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. Chris, he's checked in for Jared Dudley. Booker the pass to Chandler. Back to Booker. Again, Phoenix.
He's got great touch, Devin Booker, especially from the mid-range where he's looking to be consistent.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. And a guy like Devin Booker, so deadly already at such a young age in this NBA. Brent, the ease in which he scores is something it's hard to find in a player.
Well, it definitely is. And then the idea that you force a young player, Kevin, to take on that kind of load for what you do offensively. Averaged 11 shots his rookie year and then up to 18 in his second season. It's tough to sustain that kind of offensive relentlessness throughout the course of an NBA year. He did it last year. We'll see if he can do it again.
Lee outside. The shot's good. Sessions making the play. Lee's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here is James. Chandler a screen. Booker with no one around. Again, the miss by Booker. Now here's Sessions. Left side, Porzingis over Chris. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Porzingis.
Yeah, I don't think you have to tell Porzingis twice to take shots like that. Once the ball's in his hands, he's looking to the rim.
Here's Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
And that one, good. Now it's just a 3-point Suns lead.
Good combination of power and finesse by Cantor. Helps him finish strong through contact.
James kicks to Chandler. No good, unable to end this run.
And the effort and anticipation on defense won't show up in the individual stat sheet, but effective.
Yeah, he takes a nice angle on it. He doesn't get the block, but he does get the alter. Yeah, he's had bad first quarters before and has dug himself out. Here's another one tonight.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And Greg, with Enes Kanter last season, he had to miss significant time with the broken hand, but his offensive game is something to watch when he's healthy.
He just plays hard. He provides that instant offense off the bench, a great array of post moves to pick from.
For the Knicks, Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Enes Kanter. And McDermott subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Chandler with the screen on Sessions. James kicks to Booker. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, Devin Booker continues to show that he's got a great feel for the game.
Porzingis inside. Covered by Chris. Porzingis can't hit.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
We see it so often. A player will languish in one system, then flourish in another. Brent, during your 14-year career, which coach's system fit you the best?
Well, I think my years in Seattle, we opened up the offense a little bit. I had the opportunity to play more of a point off guard. But I also enjoyed the structure of what Greg Popovich's system in San Antonio offered up as well. It's always interesting, Kevin, with players who are languishing on benches for other ball clubs, how general managers start to assess whether that guy can be part of something great if they were to bring him in. I had the opportunity to play for a lot of great coaches and thought that I mixed up my game enough to make it a long career.
Knocked loose and stolen by Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, Booker's just filling it up right now. A tremendous scorer. Feels like he's getting better.
Sessions passes to Porzingis. Picked by Lee and stolen by Booker. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Chris gets the bucket. And it's a 9-point Suns lead. New York's gotten hot from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. 44 seconds left in the first half of the game. And here are the Suns now. And it's Phoenix's ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Kicks it out to James. 26 seconds left in the first half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Chris. Knicks with the rebound. Porzingis has got his third rebound tonight. James against Sessions. And there's the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, Porzingis, not thinking twice, saw the gap, got in there, and scores.
Booker. That shot is off. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is...
Thanks, Tyson.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They got their lead up to as many as 8 points in the opening period. And guys, for the Suns, let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns.
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, flashing to the basket, just shooting a high percentage shot. No jumpers, no threes. They're being a more aggressive team, the more physical team. They're definitely going to win this game, Ernie.
And Kenny, your take on New York.
I look at the lack of free throw attempts as a key indicator. Because the funny thing about getting to the charity stripe, you have to earn it. You have to put your body in harm's way and be physically willing to take the hit. Right now, one team's playing aggressively and the other team isn't. That's the big difference in the score.
And that is just about going to...
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Knicks trail by 7. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Sessions out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Lee, and there's Porzingis, and it's Cantor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. 6 on the shot clock. Porzingis with the ball, now guarded by Len. And Cantor wide open. He shoots, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Good touch on the jumper, especially from mid-range. Cantor hits a high percentage of those shots.
Dudley with a screen on Porzingis. Ulis with it. He's against Porzingis, but he gets it back. On the wing, Jackson. Second shot opportunity. Up and in on the layup. And the Suns lead by 7.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Hardaway. He feeds it to Cantor. He kicks to Sessions. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Alex Len picks one up. The Knicks shooting their first free throws of this.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
Take a look at the Knicks over the last few seasons, Kevin, and they just haven't gotten anything going. Last year, they thought they were in a good spot with the additions of Rose and Noah, but the team just couldn't string anything together, had a myriad of problems both on and off the floor.
Lee with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Cantor sets the pick for Sessions. Sinks that one from the post.
Good fundamentals. Cantor sets a solid pick to spring open his teammate.
Right for the Knicks, they go after big names to try and get a super team together. But unfortunately, they've been getting players on the downside of their career.
I think that's the head-scratching part of all this, Kevin, is that this is New York City, often referred to as the Mecca of basketball, yet free agents have avoided New York. They have not wanted to come and take on the pressure of helping to rebuild the franchise. And many of these issues stem from a disconnect between management and what's going on the floor.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line. And looking at the career of Courtney Lee, has hopped around from team to team a bunch of times and always a valued teammate, but just hadn't stayed on one team for very long.
Kuzminskis, he's checked in for the Knicks. Ntilikina comes in for Sessions. 5 to shoot. Dudley dishes to Len. The shot that time, not on target. Excellent D from Cantor. And with Lee, you know exactly what you're going to get with his defense and shooting.
And Lee is always going to be a wanted commodity. His ability to defend and shoot aren't easy to find, and you just hope he's able to kind of settle into a long-term situation. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Euless with it. He's picked up by Lee. One kick kicks to Jackson. It's good from in tight. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
I'll tell you, at 6'8", Jackson is a more than capable scorer on the inside. Great at getting close to the rim and just finishing with the soft touch.
There's the screen. Cantor sets the pick for Hardaway. Over Daniels. Hardaway, no good.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And Dudley kicks to Daniels. Euless with it. Over in the corner, Dudley. Len sets a screen for Dudley. The Suns need to get a shot off. Lets it go from 11. That one goes. Count it. And it's a 3-point Phoenix lead. For New York, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Kuzminskis. He's guarded by Dudley. Kuzminskis, the pass to Lee. And the call will be against Alex Len. That's his 3rd foul of the game. So for the Knicks, Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Baker in for Hardaway. Here's Ntilikina. James covering. Baker kicks to Cantor. Over Chandler. New York, no good that time either. Phoenix leading by 3. James dishes to Chandler. Now here's Booker. Not a lot of room. And Cantor pulls it down.
Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range. You're not going to miss those all that often.
There's the pick. Ntilikina. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
And how about the body control from Ntilikina there? Finds ways to finish through the contact. Really terrific at using his size to his advantage.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Cantor. And it's Doug McDermott in for Kuzminskis.
And Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention, and you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
James kicks to Warren. Shoots over McDermott. Not going to go that time. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Pass to Beasley. New York moving it around. Here's Ntilikina. He's guarded by Chandler. Beasley with the screen on James. Down low for the lead. That one a little long. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Booker outside. Baseline jumper. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Devin Booker is such a natural and gifted scorer. Even when he gets hit on that play, he stays in control with that shot.
And the Knicks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. 1:46 left here in the third quarter. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
You got to appreciate Porzingis, a willing screener, and he rolls quick to the open space.
James outside. Out to the right wing. Chris kicks to Booker. Buried from 15 feet out. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That release so quick from Devin Booker. Wow.
There's the feed to Beasley. Pulls it from the elbow. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
James kicks to Booker. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
And you can live with those over-the-back calls sometimes because at least it's an effort play.
Trying to extend the possession, so you appreciate the effort. Better just to head down the court sometimes and not give up a team foul in that situation.
And New York making a change here. Sessions is checked in. Watch Kyle O'Quinn play, and you see a player who's a solid option off the bench.
Well, at a Norfolk State, Kyle O'Quinn has the kind of size that you would want for that position. I'm not sure necessarily about a skill set as a stretch 4 out there, but he brings great energy, a nose for rebounding, and comes in and gives you consistent effort.
And when you see T.J. Warren on the court, I just love his activity. I mean, he's always cutting and moving without the basketball. Very adept at finding those openings on the floor.
That's exactly the shot they're looking for.
James against Sessions. Pass to Warren. Shoots a 3. It's rebounded by New York. O'Quinn's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Beasley in the corner. The dish now to O'Quinn. Kicks it to Sessions. Screened by Porzingis. It's Beasley on the wing. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
A terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Here's James. 1 second left. Off target with that shot. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Knicks, up by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Suns trail by 3 on Phoenix. Looking who they've got on the floor. Jared Dudley out there with Len. Then it's Ulis. And there's Jackson. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Jackson passes to Ulis. Back to Jackson. Dishes to Ulis. Lee with the steal. And there's the call on Tyler Ulis. That's his first foul. Kuzminskis, he's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Ntilikina. He's covered by Daniels. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis. Porzingis has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Knicks. Now Ulis feeds to Daniels. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Well, the Suns' issue last season was their defensive focus, Brent. Bottom 5 in the league in defense, and had a lot of trouble not committing silly fouls on defense.
That's where youth plays a huge part, Kevin. Inexperience, not understanding the nuances of the NBA defensive game. And a lot of times what you'll see, Kevin, is young guys getting caught up in the idea that, hey, I stopped my man, I did a good job defensively, and that's not really what team defense is all about, certainly at the NBA level.
Glenn, a screen. Inside. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
And Sessions kicks to Hardaway. Porzingis against Dudley. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession.
Some turnovers necessary. That one, not so much.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And here is Ulis. Glenn, a screen. Canyon. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Dudley. That is his first foul of the game. Enes Kanter's checked in for Kuzminskis.
Second team foul. Checking in.
Now here's Sessions. T right on him. Passes it to Porzingis. Back to Sessions. New York moving it around. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor.
Poor decision making there. No idea what he's going for with that kind of pass in that situation.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. The Suns trailing. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Chandler with the screen on Hardaway. Booker dishes to Chandler, and Chandler throws it down.
Booker finding the open man that time, trying to get his teammates going.
New York's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And Sessions kicks to Porzingis. He dishes it to Cantor. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Sessions passes to Cantor. Over Chandler. Cantor's shot is off.
That's a great effort on defense. He definitely rushed his shot a little bit down low.
No good from Booker.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Sessions with it. He's picked up by James. There's a screen by Cantor. And Sessions kicks to Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Releases. And again, it's New York. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Chandler is screen. James dishes to Chandler. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 6 assists now in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's the screen. Chandler comes with the double team. Cantor, the pass to Lee. Back to Cantor. Glenn checked in for Phoenix. And Sessions kicks to Porzingis. Cantor sets the pick for Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. Len grabs the board. Len's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Len with a screen on Sessions. The pass to Warren. Chandler kicks to Warren. Len sets a screen for Warren. Stolen by Cantor. Now here's Lee. Cantor dishes to Lee. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Knicks lead by 1.
He's got no problem shooting off the pass, trusting his teammates will get it to him.
Here's Booker. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
It just feels like at this point the Knicks know they need to build around Kristaps Porzingis for their future. Best player for them on both ends of the floor, as he's a great rim protector. He's very young, connecting with New York City. There's some hope there.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. With Porzingis, he truly is the star the Knicks were waiting to draft.
Well, you might go all the way back to the draft when Patrick Ewing ended up putting on that New York Knicks ball cap. Maybe even Mark Jackson, who ended up as the Rookie of the Year as the 18th pick for the New York Knicks. They do have their centerpiece moving forward. Kristaps Porzingis is a very unique talent in the NBA. Really the pressure on now to build around that guy and get back to contending basketball in the Eastern Conference.
The Suns making a switch here. Dudley's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen in on Jeff Hornacek's huddle with his players. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Suns have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th, though. Pretty nice efficiency there. Booker outside. Dudley with a screen on Hardaway. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 21 in the game.
That's why Devin Booker has the ball for moments just like that.
Sessions passes to Cantor. Porzingis kicks to Sessions. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, that's some good O there. Always like to see them getting those interior looks.
Free throw no good for Sessions. The Suns have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. And the shot by Warren, no good. New York's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Stolen by Dudley. Here we go. James heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. And the Suns lead by 2.
And you might not have expected him to go for the steal there, but boy, oh boy, did that ever work out.
The Knicks making a switch here. Ntilikina's checked in. The Suns have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. Here's Warren. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That free throw good from Warren. Both free throws good from Warren. Knicks trail by 4. There's a screen by Cantor. Outside, Porzingis. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Porzingis with a screen on Booker. Hardaway kicks to Cantor. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen by Cantor. Off the pick. It's hauled in by Warren. Warren's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's a screen. James kicks to Dudley. And again, it's the Suns missing. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Ntilikina. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Well, I like Porzingis there. Could not have taken it by himself, but still has a hand in the hoop.
Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Right wing. There's a minute left in the 4th. Back to Dudley. Hardaway against Booker. Over Hardaway. Yes!
Oh, shocking there. That one's amazing.
Well, you play your heart out all night long, and then just 1 or 2 shots at the end decide the outcome.
New York calls timeout. They're down by 4. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lenz check in for Jared Dudley. Here's Hardaway. There's a screen by Canner. Hardaway is screen on James. Out to Lee. Beyond the arc. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
How about Lee taking over on a key possession? Wow.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
Pass to Ntilikina. Screen by Porzingis. Shot clock at 5 to take the lead. The three won't fall. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Yeah.